and double world champion. Let's go to Michael Pass in the ring to bring in our boxers for this lightweight bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, we implore you to keep the atmosphere sporting, please. This next contest is 5 3-minute rounds of boxing in the lightweight division at 61 kilograms. Coming to the ring, representing Ukraine, Otamans, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Well, this is the man, Richie, that most of the Ukrainian supporters have come to see. This 25-year-old Southport. This is only 1-2 in the WSB. It's only his third WSB match, but it's his amateur pedigree that is just phenomenal. Beijing Olympic gold, London Olympic gold, and 2 World Championship titles to add to that as well. This guy is a real superstar.
Yeah, it doesn't get any tougher, does it? Much tougher for Sam Maxwell. This is the man everyone has come to see here, Vasyl Lomachenko. 25 years of age. Amazingly, he's only got a WSB ranking of 7. That's only because he's only had 2 contests in the tournament. But the skill and variety of this fella makes him very, very tough indeed to beat. Excellent skills, good power, great movement. He's just a terrific all-round boxer.
Well, he's also boxed his British opponents already this season. When the British Lionhearts went to Ukraine, he went up against Sam Maxwell. And I thought Sam put on a very, very brave performance, and we're hoping that Sam can do better tonight.
Yeah, we are indeed. I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the young man representing British Lionhearts, Samuel Maxwell.
Well, Sam Maxwell, just 24 years of age, picked up his first win in the last home match here in the York Hall against Kazakhstan, and that was good preparation for tonight's big one, Richie.
Yeah, because he's obviously boxed this fella before, so he knows what he's all about. Picks up his win, his first win in the tournament last time out, so yes, he is confident. And we've been saying to him, look, you boxed him once before, you went 5 rounds, for 3 rounds you were in the contest, no doubt. It's just that he went up a couple of gears on home soil, and Sam couldn't cope. We've reassessed things, we've got him back in the gym, we've worked the videos on Lomachenko, and at the end of the day, his opponent is only a human being like everyone else, so good luck to Sam.
Ladies and gentlemen, contest number 2 is 5 3-minute rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the blue coloured shorts trimmed with yellow. His WSB record currently stands at 2 contests, 2 wins. Here are his career highlights. 2009 and 2011 World Amateur Gold Medalist. 2008 Beijing Olympic Gold Medalist. And 2012 London Olympic Gold Medalist. Widely proclaimed as the world's finest. Representing Ukraine Otamans, Vasyl Lomachenko. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the red coloured shorts trimmed with white. Tonight is his 4th contest in WSB. Coming off a fine win last time out, he comes to the ring as the 2011 national champion, proudly representing British Lionhearts. Here is Samuel Maxwell. Referee Mr. René Just from Slovakia with his final instructions. 5 3-minute rounds.
Good gentlemen, hold your head, elbow, low blow. Then you grab it. Got your gloves. Good luck.
So there's a lot of fans come down from Liverpool to watch Sam Maxwell box tonight. And this could be a real stepping stone in his career. I'm not saying he's going to get the better of Lomachenko, but if he can go 5 rounds and put on a good display, from a coaching perspective, Richie, he can really build and learn a lot from this experience tonight.
Yeah, he can indeed, and what we've tried to say to Sam is ring position is crucial against Lomachenko. You must hold centre of the ring, keep him on the outside. That's why you see Sam Maxwell straight away run to the centre, hold in centre, and keep the punches long and straight. The problem is Lomachenko's movement, and he likes to move closely into short and mid-range with speed, and that's the problem you've got. He's got good feet, he's got good movement, but if you stay centre of the ring, you've got a better chance of teeing off with that jab and long, straight right hand, and that's what we've tried to drum in to Sam Maxwell this week.
Well, of course, Richie working at the British National Boxing Centre up in Sheffield 2 days a week with WSB team, as well as some of our rising stars from the amateur ranks. But these are out-and-out professionals out there tonight, and Vasyl Lomachenko has won everything that the amateur ranks have thrown at him. Let's see how he gets on in his third professional bout here in the World Series of Boxing. And I have to say, credit where it's due for Sam Maxwell. He's doing exactly what's expected of him. Good uppercut shot there from Sam Maxwell, right through the guard of Lomachenko. Lomachenko in the blue and yellow shorts for the Ukraine. The British Lionheart boxer in the red and white. Halfway through the first round.
So that's not bad from Maxwell, it's just that his ring position again, he's just losing focus there, and that's why Lomachenko's starting to take over. He's starting to bully Maxwell around the ring a little bit. Maxwell's got to be a little bit stronger, hold his feet a little bit more in centre, and try and keep the punches long and straight, bring the uppercut through the middle, but he mustn't be pushed back, Nick, onto those ropes. That's the most important thing here for Maxwell.
Wonderfully quick and agile on his feet, the Ukrainian Lomachenko. He really is incredibly nimble. And believe you me, he's got a big right-hand punch to go with that movement as well. But so far, so good for Sam Maxwell.
See, that's better for Maxwell. Straight shots. That's keeping Lomachenko off balance. It's when Lomachenko moves more into that mid and short ranges when he's dangerous, and he does it at speed. Very difficult sometimes to actually stop him. That's why you've got to be accurate with your work, with your long straight shots. They can't afford to miss. You must hit the target against Lomachenko. There you go, that's good, Maxwell.
Good uppercuts. And some good point scoring shots there.
Well, I think that's a fair round for Maxwell.
Second round. Lomachenko, the Olympic and world champion, 1 round up against Sam Maxwell of Liverpool.
Just looking at Lomachenko's his feet and rather his footwear. Haven't seen that before, and I hope we're not going down that road of plimsolls. I must prefer the traditional boxing boot rather than these type of pumps, but who's going to tell him?
And I think there's 1,000+ Ukrainians who enjoy those blue and yellow plimsolls in the crowd tonight, Richie. But Sam Maxwell still going about his business here, still not phased, putting on a good fight here against the Olympic and world champion.
If he can keep it at range, Nick, he's in with half a chance here against Lomachenko. Well, just as I say that, Lomachenko, you know, uses his skill, works the body, but that's better for Maxwell again. Good straight 1-2. Got to hold the centre. And he can't allow Lomachenko in on the inside there. That's the problem you've got with Lomachenko.
Sam Maxwell took a few big punches there. Still found the counter.
Head up, no holding, no holding.
Little sign there, look, he just got away with it there, Maxwell. He threw that right hand, it missed the target. You can't afford to miss against this guy. If you miss the target, he comes back with fast, sharp counters.
Fast and sharp is the word, Richie, but accurate as well from Lomachenko. Maxwell has missed a few, Lomachenko none.
Yeah, Lomachenko is looking to land that left hand of his now. He's looking to slip to his right and throw that left hand down the middle. There it is there, look, he just missed the target with it, but that's what he's looking for by slipping to his right. Clever, clever boxer. He's actually testing Maxwell. He's looking for weaknesses, and he's looking for what Maxwell is going to react to.
Head up, head up. Head up.
Well, Lomachenko had made it clear to the press and media prior to this match that he wanted to put on a good show, wanted to show all of his skills. And as we reach the closing stage of the second round, that has certainly been the case.
Yeah, and what Maxwell's got to start doing now, Nick, he's just got to wait a little bit longer and just wait for maybe Lomachenko now and again to lead off. Lomachenko is a great, very fast counter puncher. If you miss with your shot, he comes back. So maybe feint the shot, try and draw his lead now and again.
Step back, step back. Don't hold. I give you warning, okay?
Second round has gone to Lomachenko. But Sam Maxwell sticking to the tactics, sticking to his guns. He's just holding him at bay here, but you said it yourself, Richie, Lomachenko has such a repertoire of boxing moves, skills, turns, and we need to maybe change the tactic a little more now for Sam in the third.
Well, Lomachenko is very good at closing that gap down, but he also works the body very well. He'll switch the attack, he slips shots, he works very well downstairs, and it's his accuracy and his work rate. That's why he's an double Olympic champion. He doesn't waste a lot, and he makes you miss, and then he makes you pay. Clever man.
Corners, 10 seconds. Seconds out.
Let's go, come on.
So third round. And we can all do the maths, but in 5 3-minute rounds, Maxwell must win this one to stay within a chance, or the Ukraine Otamans will go 2-up against the British Lionhearts here at the York Hall in Bethnal Green. They brought 2 of their most successful amateur boxers to this match. Usyk will go in the heavyweight division. He too an Olympic gold medalist. And Maxwell trying his best here in the red for the Lionhearts to keep this double Olympic and double world champion out of his way.
Now he's really getting into his stride here, Lomachenko. His movement is increased from side to side. He comes in little bursts of action, very difficult to defend against. I think Maxwell has got to use the right uppercut a lot more and try and measure that shot behind that jab. That's a little bit better. But you've got to try and make Lomachenko respect you and respect your work. You've got to try and hurt him with a couple of shots. And here again is an example. Lomachenko probably isn't a fully fledged 61 kg boxer, but he's got that mobility, that speed and movement that makes him an advantage in this contest.
Step back, guys, step back. Step back.
Well, when these two met in the Ukraine back in early January, it was at this point where Lomachenko decided enough was enough and changed up a pace, changed up a gear. But Maxwell seems to have a lot less nerves and a better measure of his opponent in this second meeting.
Well, there was something very good there from Maxwell. He made Lomachenko just think a bit, because that right uppercut did go in and another one went in there.
Step back, don't hold, don't hold.
That was a better shot from Maxwell.
Step back, come on.
It's just so difficult to keep this man at bay with his fast movement. His feet are as impressive as his hands, Lomachenko.
Don't hold, don't hold.
Sam Maxwell.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad shot at all. Yeah, that was a good... Now, see how Lomachenko's just waiting a little bit longer now because he's been caught with a couple of right uppercuts. He knows that Maxwell's been successful with that shot, making him think a little bit. That's not bad, Maxwell.
15 seconds left in the third round. Good strong finish now from Sam Maxwell. That's what's needed. He knows it. Come on, Sam.
Head up, head up. Step back, come on, step back. Let's go, break.
Well, that was a great last minute from Maxwell. Whether he did enough to win the round, Nick, is another thing. Let's have a look.
Well, the judge is not, and it's difficult to disagree. Vasyl Lomachenko now 3 up, but it was the right uppercut that seemed to be the most effective weapon for Sam Maxwell, Richie.
Yeah, he started to work with that shot. There's that one that just skimmed the target. That was a great shot. But here's another one, little short right uppercut on the inside. That was a super punch from Maxwell in that round. And that last minute especially, I think he had some success with that shot.
Well, Sam Maxwell knows that he's lost at this bout, but it's all about learning the game. That's what Maxwell's out there to do tonight. Lomachenko brewing with confidence after getting the better of Sam in January when the Lionhearts went to the Ukraine. But each time they meet, Maxwell learns more, Richie.
Yeah, and I think he's learning in this contest also. He's starting to find his range a lot better with that right hand especially. There is another one. He's working well with his jab. It's when, if you can keep Lomachenko on the outside, keep him off balance, that's when Maxwell is having some success. It's when you allow him to close the gap down is when he's in his element, Lomachenko. Here we go.
There's that right uppercut that's been the most effective punch for the Lionhearts throughout this contest.
And this is where accuracy comes into it, Nick. You've got to be accurate with the jab. The right uppercut's got to land. If you throw shots and miss the target, you fall into Lomachenko, and then he works away, and he literally preys on your mistakes. That's why the accuracy is so important.
Well, both boxers exchanging fast body blows. That's Sam Maxwell. He put in some good stuff there, some good work from the Liverpudlian. Now, again, he needs a big punch here, and that right uppercut could well be the one.
Well, he's having a quieter round, Lomachenko, because he's being kept at bay. Another great right uppercut on the inside from Maxwell. But he must keep him at bay, Nick. As the round now goes on, Lomachenko is getting closer and closer to Maxwell in terms of that distance. And that's when he'll have success. So it's important now that Maxwell keeps this going.
Go inside, go inside. Go inside, don't touch it.
Lomachenko, a much happier fighter with the infighting. So effective with his body punches there.
Oh, the movement with the feet from Lomachenko is excellent. He walks forward, he's actually counter-punching on the front foot, walking forward. When Maxwell tries to land a shot, he then adjusts his feet back and then goes again. Very skillful indeed, and confident. So he comes forward, then moves back, just trying to draw the punch from Maxwell. But again, though, Maxwell's had a good round here, Nick.
Big shot there from Lomachenko. And again, lovely uppercut closing shot from Lomachenko, showing his class. But Sam Maxwell has done well to hold on here. Remember, Freddie Evans got stopped in the third with a TKO, and that didn't do the confidence of the British Lionhearts any good at all. fourth round goes to Lomachenko. I'm impressed with the way Sam Maxwell has dug deep and stayed in this bout, Richard.
Yeah, because at this stage he started to fall apart in the last contest they had. But Lomachenko, his skills are excellent. There's the adjustment with the feet, and there's that little left uppercut on the inside. What a belting punch that was. And that's why he's Olympic champion, the way he adjusts his feet. He makes room and space for himself, and then he's accurate with the shots as well.
Listening to every word from the corner.
Yeah.
No signs of cockiness, arrogance whatsoever. He's taking the fifth round as serious as he was the first.
Let's go, let's go, coach, let's go.
For the fifth and final round.
Well, you can look at this two ways, Richie. Sam Maxwell has taken another beating from the Olympic and world champion, or Sam Maxwell has improved his skills, his confidence, and the learning curve at dealing with quality fighters in the professional ranks.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, he hasn't been a podium boxer very long, Sam Maxwell, and he's in against the pound-for-pound best amateur boxer on the planet. I mean, it's not bad, and he's doing okay. He's improved from his last performance. Yes, he's getting beat, but he's putting up a good show, and he's starting to box, and he's not out of his depth. That's the most important thing here. He's not out of his depth, boxing very well. Better, that's lovely, Maxwell.
Lomachenko has all the answers. But well done, Sam Maxwell.
He's putting on a bit of a show now, Lomachenko. He's actually taking a few more risks. That's what he's doing, playing to the crowd. This may suit Maxwell. He's just got to time that right hand. Unfortunately for him, he's getting a little bit tired in there, Maxwell, now.
Like you say, Richie, Lomachenko now wants to put on his show. A huge Ukrainian contingent in the crowd. Body shots, uppercuts, all hitting the target. Sam Maxwell does well to get himself out of that corner. He too still looking for that right uppercut.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sam, you're not only up against a very skillful, talented Olympic champion, you're in against a very fit boxer as well. All the Ukraine boxers extremely fit. They've got it right over 3 threes, and they've got it right over 5 threes now. They must train exceptionally hard.
Well, just under a minute left in the fifth and final round. The gentleman on your screens in the blue and yellow shorts was tipped as the big name on the bill this evening, and he's not disappointed. Credit where it's due for the Liverpudlian boxer, Sam Maxwell. He's held on here, but Lomachenko continues to demonstrate his class and this huge repertoire of boxing skills that he brings to the ring. And for the first time possibly tonight, Richie, Lomachenko looking a little tired.
He is, but he's probably a little bit frustrated because Maxwell's holding on a little bit and the crowd are booing, but still, nevertheless, Maxwell's getting tired, he's getting caught with some big shots. But again, he's doing well here to keep this man at bay. You've got to try and keep it long range. Last 10 seconds now, very difficult indeed. Lomachenko is the all-round fighter, isn't he?
Well, the last time Vasyl Lomachenko boxed here in London, he took an Olympic gold. And here tonight at the York Hall, he's taken the Ukraine Otamans 2-0 up against the British Lionhearts. He's the big name in the team, and it's fair to say he's delivered with spades tonight.
Yeah, he's a national hero, isn't he, Lomachenko, and he's put on a fine display there of boxing. I think there were times there when Maxwell did very well, and I think it was an improvement in his performance from the last contest, but there's only one winner. There he is. The talent, the movement and skill this fella's got, exceptional. And he's making a great pro, isn't he?
He really is going to make a great pro. Vasyl Lomachenko, twice the Olympic champion, the man who took gold in the lightweight division here in London 2012, comes back to London at the York Hall and puts in another spectacular performance. And now the heat really is on the British Lionhearts. They must win the next 3 bouts if they're to win this match. Sam Maxwell, the second time beaten by Lomachenko, but he's put on a good, brave fight. I think it's fair to say let's go into the centre of the ring with Michael Poss and the decision of this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 intriguing rounds of boxing, here are the score totals. All 3 judges are in agreement by way of scores, 50-45. Your winner by way of unanimous decision, representing Ukraine, Otamans, Vasyl Lomachenko.
Unanimous decision.
They now lead 2-0. Your appreciation,
3 points on the board
young man who came in with
for
great confidence.
the Ukrainians. They're absolutely loving it out there tonight.